Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Monday, May 8. NHT contributors in Clarendon will soon have access to 150 service lots being offered at Birds Hill in the parish. Prime Minister Andrew Holness broke ground for the build-out of the service lots on Friday. They will become available in the next 18 months, and a total of 565 housing solutions will eventually be offered at the site. Mr. Holness says the $593 million Chateau Gardens housing development is part of the government's commitment to provide stable and orderly communities on the island.
Disorderly settlement breeds crime and violence. It breeds social disorder. It makes it difficult to bring services to your communities.
While in Clarendon, Prime Minister Andrew Holness reassured residents affected by recent flooding that government would provide support to get them back on their feet.
It was a very useful tour for me, eye-opening, and it was also necessary to reassure the residents that the government is sensitive, is aware of what has happened, and will, within our limited budget, do our best effort to respond with assistance.
Mr. Holness gave the assurance during Friday's tour of flood-damaged areas of central Clarendon. He told residents that the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, the Social Development Commission, and other agencies would continue to provide them with assistance wherever necessary. The Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries is facilitating the expansion of cassava production for use in the brewing of beer. On Friday, the Sugar Company Holdings of Jamaica signed a 25-year lease agreement with Red Stripe for 247 hectares of land located in the Windsor Park and Worcester areas of St. Catherine. Portfolio Minister Carl Samuda says the initiative is in keeping with the ministry's import substitution program, which seeks to reduce the country's food import bill by attaining self-sufficiency in the production of crops.
This is an excellent start to something that I think is going to bear great fruit in the future. This relationship has the effect on our economy that we are all striving to realize. That is the reduction of imports and the expansion of employment opportunities.
Red Stripe also received a 25-year lease for the Windsor Park well to facilitate adequate irrigation for the fields. Managing Director of Red Stripe, Ricardo Nuncio, says the company has been investing heavily in the production and processing of cassava since the relocation of its processing plant to Jamaica in September last year.
We signed contracts with 100 farmers for more than 1,000 acres that are now being planted with cassava. That is for us a very important milestone in this project and into the future.
An assessment is now underway to determine the impact of the beet armyworm on farmers in the Duff House New Forest Agropark and surrounding areas of Manchester. The outcome will aid government's decision about the level of assistance to be given to the farmers. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, J.C. Hutchinson, toured some of the affected farms recently.
What we are looking at after this is that we are going to see what assistance that can be given.
A preliminary estimate conducted by the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, reveals damage to 150 acres of scallion, tomato, cucumber, callaloo, onion and beetroot in Manchester. It is also estimated that between 200 and 300 more acres are being impacted by the beet armyworm, in addition to another 50 acres in St. Elizabeth. A team from RADA is now conducting training sessions to teach farmers how to deal with the worms in order to mitigate against further damage.
It is being suggested that to really control it at this point in time is to do plowing of the land, whereby we plow the land. This then turns up the worms, and then the birds will come and pick them off. From that, we are then suggesting that there be rotation of crops.
The beet armyworm eats the leaves, stems and flowers of plants, causing them to wither and die. To help stop the spread of the deadly pest, farmers are urged to walk through their farms daily, look for signs of eggs on the leaves of their crops, and spray the field. And finally, Jamaican farm workers and their employers at Gebber's Farm in the United States have provided educational grants to help 13 Clarendon students pursue agricultural studies. $400,000 is from the employers and $250,000 from the workers, representing proceeds from the annual Jamaica Day celebration in Brewster, Washington, where the farm is located. Each student will receive $50,000.
The funds will be placed in the school accounts and will be made available for drawdown by the students for educational needs such as meals, transportation, books, and exam fees. Let me congratulate all the students who are recipients of these grants. We believe in you and we encourage you to continue your hard work.
This is the second such donation by the Gebbers Group, which provided similar grants to students in St. Anne last year. Labour and Social Security Minister Shahini Robinson welcomed the donation.
Because we want these 13 young people to seriously consider careers or businesses in agriculture for personal livelihood and for national growth.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.